There we go, one microphone. I will be using this, I think. Pretty sure that's the wrong screen. That looks like the right screen. And that's just a big screen. Cool. Okay, so the large screen is not the right one. Let me just fix that. Might be a moment. It's that one. Yeah. I'm just giving myself a privacy box. Like that. Okay, that's a bit more sensible. Okay, sorry about that. I was just sorting out my privacy box. See, I can sit down here now and you can see all the things going on my screen. Right, so window. So content browser 2, because this is how I like to be set up. Okay, I'm not even going to ask why you're doing it this way. Weird tiling. There. Content browser 2. To go there. By the way, feel free to say hello. I am working, obviously, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to hear from you, my lovely chums. Okay, window, and I need a viewport. There it is. Now this, as you can imagine, does put quite a lot of pressure on my graphics card. However, such is life. Right, so I'm going to be working over here for the moment. Now I already built this before, but due to complete stupidity I then lost it. So you get the point. Okay, so let's have a look over here. I need to make sure I'm in the right bit. Okay, and let's find what I'm looking for. By the way, if you have any questions, please feel free to shout them. Make it scream or go home. I like that. I will make it scream. Oh, that's my paintings. 8, laboratory loft style LH assets. I don't think it's this one, so it must be books. Where's my books? Once I've found the stuff I'm using, it becomes much easier. Okay, so there's some of them. I just hate it when you can't remember where you put something and you've got loads of stuff. There it is. Okay. So this is my starting position. Now I know how the room's going to go together, fortunately, which helps. So what you'll do is you'll see stuff appear up in that window up there. So I'm going to need a packed bookshelf. Everything has to have a reason, okay? Even if that reason is just someone was untidy, it still needs to have a reason. Now you can notice I'm also going to be using some overlaps, which I don't normally do. There we go. However, there is a reason. So put that there. Actually, I think I'll replace this with the empty one. There we go. makes a bit more sense to use this one, because this is where stories are stored. Store stories, see what it did there? Now remember, I'm avoiding having things like the lintels and stuff sniffing. There we go. Now then, I will end up having this fighting for Z space unless I'm cunning. So the cunningness I'm going to do is turn this onto a snap of 1 and move it back 1, down 1. Okay, so yes, we get this ridge, but it's not a serious ridge. Okay. Problem. No problem. See what I mean? Okay, next, over here, we're going to need some shelves and things. So, I want another content browser window. So, window, content browser, third one. And in this one, I'm going to pick up some stuff from that. There we go. So I'll keep those over there. Okay, so they're just off screen, just in case you're wondering. Okay, move my microphone because I can't see shit. And I will be using the weird shelves. So here's my SM weird shelf. I might actually get rid of this because it's going to require too much processing up there. Let's move this instead. There we go. Okay, so we start getting these cute little shelves here. Now the thing is, I'll then move these shelves into these spaces. So everything has a purpose. Because everything needs one. Okay, so even if it doesn't look like it's making any sense, it needs to. This is just like the private old study where stories are done. Now do remember that this used to be, okay, the observatory manor. Now you will eventually find out, you know, more about the observatory and the manor and stuff as time goes on, but there we go, I think that'll do. Just in case you're wondering, what was this manor put here for? We will eventually find out. Okay, pop that there. So this is where we can now put some books. Now over here, make sure that this isn't doing what it's doing just there, because I don't want it to. See that? If I don't like it, someone else won't like it either. Now, above these we need some blind, so I do have some. I was a little bit worried about them not being, you know, in keeping with the rest of this, but actually I think they are, so that's okay. So I'm just going to drag that to there. Yoink. There we go. Now I can change my length and my rotation and stuff if I want to. I can also scale it, which is pretty handy, so I'm just going to change the scale on the Y. I want it nice and in to the wall. There we go. We'll just centre it. This is a really handy little blueprint. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going to drop down the length of this. So, if you remember, this is supposed to be a projector room. Okay, so it's completely hiding the windows. Now, if I want to, I can probably rotate. Give me a minute. See, so I can kind of have them open at different crazy angles if I want to. Which is kind of nice. But I quite want mine shut. So, just kind of showing you that I can do that in the blueprint. Okay, now, hello 5 people, how are you all? I hope you're doing real well. If you're on the Wickie's, what's it called? If you're on the Wickie's Twitch stream, then I will be doing some playthroughs soon, okay? Just obviously trying to get as much done as I possibly can. Right, I've got some maps, so I'm going to put some maps over here. Now, not everything is interactive. A lot of stuff in here is just props, and the maps are definitely one of those things that's definitely still a prop. I'm going to turn off my rotation snap and my pull snap there. Reason being, I can then just do that, because if you look, it's on a slight tilt, isn't it? Now, this one is also fairly long, so what I'll do is I'll click on this, copy the rotation, just paste the rotation in this. That way it'll look like it's in the right place, like that. I can also rotate it, which is helpful. There we go, if I need to. Okay, because we don't want things looking silly. Now, there is a tool in Unreal I can use where I can literally just drop things into my scene, you know, but the problem with that is that it just didn't work properly for me, and I'm not going to spend ages tweaking a tool when I just need to get work done. So right, here's another map. And this map can go behind here. Alt. Just a few maps stacked back there. Out the way. Now, as we can see, they're not against the wall yet. So this is all just about, you know, artistic placement and stuff, being sensible. Oh no, I've lost all my viewers. They've all left because, you know, what I was doing wasn't as interesting. Well, you know, shit, that's what happens. Making a game is not easy. Put that there. Put my lamp. Well, let's have a look over here at my blueprints. I should have a nice lamp I can use. That's not the right lamp. Oh well, nuts to it. Okay, it's always maddening because obviously I knew exactly what I was doing when I first started putting this together, and then of course it all went awry. It can be very discouraging if you've made something and then you have to make it all over again. There we go, put that there. Now over here, nice picture of boat, ship, whatever. I think I'm just scaling on one axis, which probably isn't a very good idea. I'll just Right, there we are. Sorry about that. Suddenly had wakey, get out of the way, fly. Bloody flies. Hate you. They're not welcome. Right, so I'm just doing my set dressing that I was doing before. So I need some books. Window. Viewport. No. Blah, blah, blah. Content browser 4. Here we are. So put over here. All right. Heck yeah. I don't think she realises how much she interrupts what I'm doing, unfortunately. Never mind. Okay, so I've got some things at last. Actually, I remember now. I'm going to cheat. Right, I better stop streaming because obviously I'm not